Welcome to another episode of LEGO Worlds, and in today's episode, we are getting ready for this Classic Space DLC. So, basically, what we're doing today is we're going to be playing in our sandbox mode, and we're going to do a countdown to the Space DLC by try and make things space related, which is very, very challenging.
Welcome to LEGO Worlds.
And I can't wait for the Space DLC to come out. I think that's what everyone is waiting for. I mean, they teased us about it. They keep teasing us about the Classic Space DLC. So we're on countdown for the Space DLC. There's 5 days left before it hits on LEGO World. So I'm going to be building something space related to this for the upcoming Space DLC. This is just me trying to build these things the best I can. I mean, it was an interesting build. What I was building, and I realized that one part was a little bit off, but that's okay. I can live with it, or I can go back later and try and fix it. I kind of figured it was going to be off because the way I built some of the stuff. But it was an attempt to build it, and that's what counts. So we are going to be heading into our sandbox mode. Where it's our building area. Where I build all my crazy things. I will be thinking of other things for this theme to build that probably make no sense at all, and I don't know if I can build them. But I was tempted to build something to start out the theme, and I figured 5 days of trying to build stuff to go with the theme, it should be kind of fun while we are waiting for it to release. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is clearing out a spot. Apparently, after I have my donut. See, I was going to put my platform down, but then I realized I can't do that. Because I gotta clear out a spot. I need a bigger spot to work with. So we're going to flatten our area. Just enough that we have workspace. And what I'm going to be building is a transport spaceship. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I never built a spaceship. Well, I built a spaceship when I was younger, and the one I built when I was younger was worse than what I just built now. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to try and build a spaceship. I think it came out pretty decent. It's not the best spaceship I've seen built, but it was an attempt. And I wanted to make it look like a spaceship as much as possible, that's the thing, so... It's gonna be a while till I flatten this land I have left. Try and flatten. But I also want to start putting down my base tile here, which is 16 by 16. That way I have something to work on. Which I do in all my episodes. Then when I got over here, I realized the ground's not flattened, so I took some away. So yeah, I'm excited to be counting down to this Classic Space DLC. So we're going to do space-related builds till the Space DLC is released. I thought it would be something to do. So I started removing my plants here, the mushrooms, off my workspace. And I sort of fell in the water. So I went to get the flatten tool again to fix it where I won't fall into the water. still wondering what this Pacific Space DLC kind will entail. Is it just going to be what was shown, or is it going to be things that we haven't seen? Plus it is a new biome, which is the moon, which is awesome. I don't know if that means later on we'll get different planets, maybe? Or other biomes in the near future. So yeah, just flattening it extra, making it a little bit bigger. That way I have a place where I can kind of pull in a work area and just want to fill in this gap here. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and build an outline of our ship. Well, I don't know how to build an outline that well. And I did it all in red brick for now. I mean, I know you can use different color bricks to bring it out, but I figured I'll do it all in red brick because I don't know what I'm doing. Never done this before, and I don't feel like changing colors, so let me mess around with red brick and try to make an outline or a foundation. So as I'm making this foundation, it starts to look like a pixelated game piece, because it's almost like a 2D outline. And I wasn't sure where I was going with it. So I did things a little backwards. I made it like a 2D outline of what I think it might look like. And then when I started to build it upwards, it started turning into shape, I would say. I never built something like this before, so I tried my best with it. And I started building it a little bit upwards. I was trying to decide on, well, you know, spaceships gotta have wings. What are the wings gonna look right like? And I wasn't sure how I wanted the wings to look like. I mean, normally I use this piece as airplane wings, if I remember correctly in my old build. So what I did was I used these pieces to outline some wings, but still didn't. The ship did not look right while I was building it, you know. And the reason it didn't look right because I'm using, I would call it like a template model, because I'm templating it out on my work area and building it from the ground up. So it kind of looks kind of weird while building it. So then I decided to bring this wing into a little bit better shape and bring it across. Which still, that while I'm seeing it now, even though I was building it, just built it, it still didn't seem right. But everything's just being built as a template for now. I was going to leave it like that, then I said, well, that don't look right. You know, it's like you get one idea, then you change your mind that you want to change it to something different. So I changed it a little bit around. I decided to go with the opposite ring at the end here. Which is a 3x12 right plate. Now it's slowly coming into shape, looking like a ring. And I'm going to patch up the mess I made on my workspace here. So yeah, the wing doesn't really look like a wing yet. But it's headed in the right direction. So now I decided I'm going to work on more on the front of the ship. Or pretty much build up the ship here. That way it looks more than just 2D. So pretty much this is the ship I built. It's almost got like box wings. It's not a wing, but that's fine. It's got an engine in the back. I tried to build a cockpit in the front. So now what I'm building here is a storage area or cargo bay. Of some sort. I wanted to give this as much detail as I can think of towards the end, because it was all red brick and nobody wants to see a whole red brick ship. So I figured, well, let's mix it up in a little bit of color and give it some detail. This is just my imagination gone wild at this point. Here I'm just measuring how many pegs inward I have to go to try and keep it the same. The cockpit and the front ship, I'll tell you right now, didn't come out accurately. It needs to be moved by a couple of degrees, which I can do that later. This is my first attempt at trying to make a spaceship. Using just my imagination. I looked up some ideas of what to use to build as space, but I don't want to copy what people have built. I want to do my own thing. So this is me trying to do my own thing, making my own spaceship. Out of Legos. Now this is top part here. I would say is the for the cargo. Seeing it's like a cargo ship. I don't have an entry point for it yet. I could actually add a way of going inside the cargo part. I could add ramps, maybe, if I do it right. Well, in my case, staircases. There's no ramping system yet implemented in the game, which I hope they do add some type of ramp system. So basically, I'm just building this other wall up here. You can tell the cockpit's way off, but you can use your imagination thinking it's a ship with a character's face on it, if you want. I mean, it doesn't matter. I could go back, fix the cockpit. I could leave it alone thinking it's a character's face on the ship, because the way I did it. But yeah, this was my first attempt to try and make a spaceship. So now I'm just going to go and put a little roof on here. And I'll let the game compensate for the missing pieces. That way I don't have to go digging for them. So now comes the fun part. I'm going to decorate on top of my cargo hold. Well, I'm using my imagination. I really don't care at this point. So we're going to use the Arctic antenna as space antennas. Why not? And we're going to use space satellites to get transmissions. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out to know what videos you guys like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll see you on the next LEGO Worlds episode. And we are 5 days away from the Classic Space DLC. We are on countdown. Yay!